daughter-in-law. At this point, I was in my house sitting on a relatively large and cheap couch, not that I care about anything like that, and Violet was sitting next to me while Kagaya was behind me holding the bear Violet had bought while she put away everything else. That was Violet's behind the couch. Right now I was thinking about the decisions I made about my family and seeing the result, I think I made the right decision. My family is strange, but I love my parents very much and, if possible, I don't want to hide anything from them. I know the vampire world isn't something ordinary humans can handle, and because of that, I made a deal with Violet to just keep the vampire world a secret, but that's only temporary. After all, I know this kind of secret will bite my ass in the future. I learned a lot from reading hero comics. They always had this bullshit attitude of hiding things, and in the end, someone important to the hero died. But I need to learn more about the world of vampires. When I'm ready, I will talk to my parents about this world then. After all, I want to give them this gift, too. Immortality. It's something everyone wants, and my parents are no exception, I guess. And I don't want to be alone forever. I know I would have my wife, but I can't imagine living without my bundle of joy that I call mom. I would miss my father too, and his company when I watch movies. Well, no use thinking about it now. This is something for the future. So, you're saying you've been in contact with Violet for several years and, just recently, you guys met and started dating? My mother, Anna, asked in disbelief. Wrong. We became husband and wife. Violet spoke with a noble smile. You skipped the boyfriend stage and went straight to the wedding. Are you sure about that, son? My dad asked, and I knew what he was thinking when he asked that question. He was probably thinking something like, you're so young. You've got a lot of fish in your net to catch. Are you sure you want to commit now? Marriage is not a good thing, you know. I'm pretty sure he was thinking about it, since we've had this kind of conversation in the past. Although I'm absolutely sure he said it just for the sake of it. After all, his happy smile has never left his face. Yes, we have been dating online for about 3 years now, and when we first met, it was like love at first sight. I'm sure I want to be with her forever, I say with a small smile as I confirm the story Violet and I created. Violet's noble mask starts to break into pieces and she starts to smile happily. As soon as she hugs me tighter, my mother looks at Violet and shakes her head several times as if she has understood something. I've taught you many times not to be a simp, and you've been chasing this cute girl for 3 years. My son, if you liked her, you should talk on the first day. You shouldn't wait for 3 years. My smile starts to crack and my eyes start to twitch. Woman, I said forget about those topics. Simp, you are being infected over the internet. Forget that word for the love of all gods. I practically yelled. My mom is always up to date with useless stuff. Seriously, should I cancel this house's internet? It's better that I not. If I do that, maybe my mother will die. My mom just looks at me and sticks out her tongue. She looks like a kid. It's because of that jovial attitude that she doesn't have older friends. Wait, I think Travis's mom is her friend. Travis is my childhood friend who lives 2 houses away from where I live. My dad was dead serious. He looked like a politician who was about to make an important decision. Of course, that politician's important decision was probably about stealing income from a children's school, or stealing from another politician. So, did you or didn't you? Father, did you or didn't you? You know what I'm talking about. Penetration of the sacred cave, drowning the goose, letting the dragon drink the divine nectar, double cultivation, etc. There are several names. No need to be ashamed. At the end of the day, this is a normal act. No matter what society says, the act of drowning the goose is not a sin. He looked like a wise man right now. Looks like he's reached nirvana or something. My mom suddenly gets up and hits him on the head. Stop embarrassing our son. What if he loses his wife over this? Do you know how difficult it will be for him to get another woman? Do not screw it up. Mother, you don't have any confidence in me, huh? My dad makes an apologetic face. My mom looks at me, and, did you or didn't you? Woman, did you forget what you said a few seconds ago? That thing about not embarrassing me. Can we just forget about it at once? Don't you have any other questions to ask? I spoke with a desperate face. The two look at each other and shrug. We don't. Huh, now I'm confused. Victor, you're 21 years old, you're an adult. And your mom and I have confidence in you. We always think you've got your head in the right place. You were never like other teenagers and you never gave us any problems, so we trust your decision. Father, Mom, I didn't know they thought of me that way, for some reason. This trust made me happier. And, did you do it? The two asked at the same time. My smile threatened to break now. Yes, we did. Violet replied with an amused smile. Violet, looking at her embarrassed face, I understood that she was confusing the act of sucking blood with sex. Quote. They both look at me in disbelief, then they flash the biggest smile I've ever seen in my life. Did you hear that, honey? They did it. We have to buy fireworks. Let's go out now. My mom suddenly ran upstairs. Hey, wait for me. I have to buy the biggest fireworks I can. Let's celebrate. This is a happy occasion. Damn, I wish it was Saturday. I could have a barbecue. My dad got up and ran after my mom. Soon the two come down with clothes and with the car keys in hand. We'll be back soon. Take care, and don't do anything your dad and I wouldn't, my mom said, and winked at me. It was pretty obvious that she was hinting at me to do something. I just looked at it all in disbelief. When my mom and my dad left in the car, I looked at the door for a few seconds and started laughing. I really love my family. Lord Victor's family is, Kagaya spoke. Weird. I would say amusing, but the gentleman is the one who said that. Kagaya replied. This made somehow, it makes me a little jealous. My mom and dad would never talk to each other like that. Violet spoke with a sad little smile. They've spent so much time together they can't stand to see each